Boom, we are live. Merry New Year to our folks out there. This is the Friday Live brought to you by the Hood. My name is Jimmy, as always. Got my partner Crown. Call me. Call. What's up, bro?
What it is though, Happy New Year.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year.
Hope
This up.
I hope everybody brought the New Year in safe and sound. You know what I mean? Enjoyed themselves. And I hope you already met your New Year's resolution.
This is our first Friday Live since the New Year started. With that being said, we will be here for a short time, but we're gonna, do our normal thing. Have a little bit of conversation, talk to our folks. I see people pulling in now. As you come in, please let us know who is here. Tay is in the building. Tay, Renee, Tay, what's up? Tay, what's up, Dan? Um, yeah. So as you come in, let us know who's here. We are going to do our normal giveaway. You know how we do when we come up on Friday. Give away some satoshis. Matter of fact, that's what I didn't do. Cool. I got to figure out how many sats we giving away today, because we live in the Bitcoin standard, so we're gonna talk about it in the terms of sats. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do that right now. But Happy New Year to everybody. Sam is in the building. What's good?
Jizzo.
How are you? Appreciate you pulling up. Do my quick converter.
As y'all
Give
come
me the
in,
real
somebody
time.
hit that like a love button. Show us some like a love so that other people can know that we pulled up.
Yeah, man. Please do me a
Hey
favor. Hit
Tanelia,
that
what's going on?
Tanelia, where you at in the world and what time is it? But we appreciate you, sis. Appreciate you as always.
I
Appreciate you
mean,
as always. I'm just over here just trying to get this little I mean,
what
like
it is though, Jamil. Rabbit hole Jamil.
Jamil's in the building. Jamil, what's up with you, family? Let's giving our folks a couple minutes to get here before we get started
Rock
talking about it.
Noxious. Lance, what's going on?
Yeah, man. All right, let's see.
Tanelia says she's headed to Thailand.
Yo, Rock Noxious, what's good with you? The
She
legend
be
Lance is in the
she
building.
be in these damn
Headed to Thailand.
streets. She
Yeah.
be in them not in the streets. She be in them damn streets. Between her and Tone, my fucking head spin off my body. Oops, I started this off
Look at you. We
2023.
a whole new year. Corey don't know how to act, man. He already out here.
Hey
You
man,
know.
listen, man. I know how things go. My fault. My fault. Facebook.
All right, so we let's
Don't
see.
shut us down, bro. Give us our bread.
So
Give
you
us our day, our daily bread.
let's
Forgive
see.
my sins.
Let's see. USD to Satoshi. Let's see. So you're gonna do it twice. Um, so that's 147,502 Satoshis, man, per
Okay.
person. So make sure that's right. Yeah, that's it. $25. Yeah. So per person, man. So like close to 150,000 Satoshis per person. I just wanted to check that because that's what we want in 2023, the Bitcoin standard. We're going to speak in terms of Satoshis. We got Cookie in the building. Happy New Year. Happy Friday. Appreciate you as always, Cook. You're gonna do the updated BTC class. Yeah, I am gonna do it. I'm gonna I'm gonna do part of it. I'll put in Hood University, but the extended part is going to be strictly for MDC. But it will be, part of it will be back there as well. So I'll probably make it a two-parter because as I was building it out, it got longer and longer. Well, first off, it's funny because I was studying because I had to retest like for my
Bitcoin
Bitcoin
search.
certification. You got to take a test every 2 years to make sure you still, you know what I mean. So I was studying for that, but that's why I was like, all right, let me start putting together a course. And they started getting more robust. But I don't want to get too technical. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm working on trying to figure out how to, make it something that's
Some of
not
it you can't say without being technical. You might as well just let your hands
no, but
go.
I'm talking about digging into like the deep waters where it's like, dude, what language are you speaking? Like, I ain't trying to go that far. So my point is though, Jamil, yeah, I'm working on that now. Absolutely, brother. Definitely working on that. Cookie, enjoy your safe travels, you know what I'm saying, to Tanelia and all that. Sakina, what's good, Sakina? How are you? Sakina, I
Yizzo.
got you squared away in our MDC Discord. I didn't boot you, got you. Thank you for giving me the let me know that was your name. Yo, it's funny because on Discord, nobody got their real name. Y'all be having some wild Discord names, man.
Yeah, like
Rain, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. GC,
Discord name be like my panties are green. Like they them Jones like Discord names be wild up.
GC, Happy New Year, GC. What's good with you, man? Don is in the building. Don, what's good, family? Vidon, as we call him, you know what I'm saying? The Vanguard ETF King. make an advanced technical one. I could do that too. That could be all right. If I do that, part of that will be in the MDC, all the advanced stuff. Y'all see that power play, the genetic jackhammer laid down to get back on the board of WWE after the scandal. Shout out to Vinnie Mac. I saw their stock took a jump with just the announcement that he's coming back. That's interesting to me, right? When you have these figureheads that add value just by existing, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bob Iger, these guys who are like legends in their space, regardless of how you feel about them. And just the mention of them coming to a brand adds value and affects the market. I always find that interesting because I sit back and think, is that a good or a bad thing? I guess it's a good thing if you're currently playing around in terms of ownership or equity with that company and they come back and add value. But then long term, right? Long term, like what's the succession plan? You know what I mean? What happens when they're no longer there? And if they're no longer there, and because here's the thing, right? Obviously, it'll be a loss, right? When Steve
Whenever they
Jobs
go,
it was a loss, right? But at the end of the day, the one thing he was good at is picking his successor. Tim Cook, say what you want to say about him, but he did a tremendous job following a legend, and has run the valuation up there. So it's interesting when you see that, right? So when Warren Buffett closes his eyes, and this dude is in his 90s, he's like what, 93, and his right hand man is like 98, 99, right?
Yeah.
So
him and Munger then pushing 100.
Yeah, so it's interesting to see like what the next leader does, because I mean, companies, man, like if you start to do your research on companies, a lot of companies don't last as long as we think they last, right? So that's what's interesting to me about. But you bringing up Vince made me think about that, because just to mention his name changed the valuation of the whole company. And he's that
same thing happened with Amazon this week.
Yeah, I saw that. They said Bezos was talking about coming back.
Just the mere mention of it made the stock take a run up. Man. Well, that and job cuts. See, what most people think job cuts make stock prices go down. The market loves job cuts.
Well, I mean, you look at a lot of companies and a lot of industry, one of their biggest expenses is salary, right?
Yep.
So, it's basically what we tell people when they talk about their personal finance. Like, look, either you got to cut down what you're spending or you got to make more money. Easy way to do that is to cut some bills off. An easy way to do that as a company is to cut some of that salary.
Cut salary.
Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Listen, man, we got a number of folks watching, man. Listen, we appreciate each and every one of you kicking it with us this Friday. Like I said, Happy New Year to everybody. We won't be here long, but we are here to have a conversation, see what y'all up to, do our giveaway. But for those watching, do me a favor and please hit the like button. Please hit the love button. Let's get them likes and loves up. It would definitely be appreciated. GC said, New Year, same me.
As it should be.
Vince wasn't getting enough attention, retired. Yeah, not the attention he likes. You know what I'm saying?
Vince a wild boy.
Yeah, it's some and shout out. I see the likes coming in. We appreciate it, man. Hit him up more. But Vince a wild boy, man. Some of them Vince stories are crazy, man. Let's see. So Jamil says WWE plus 40% ROI in 2022. Them and KO plus 8% were my only runners out of the 10 stocks in my portfolio last year. Interesting. Dope. Some folks didn't have anything in their portfolio that made some chicken. So, salute to you for that. What do y'all think of the Bruce Beach family selling for 20 mil? Man, that's a great question, Don. Excuse me, Vidon. That's a great question. We were talking to Tracy, Courtney, Kamari about the whole thing. And I want to do more research. So I know folks that are out there, and the folks that are out there were like outraged, and they were telling me what the value, allegedly is. I don't know how true it is, right? Because a lot of times I see things online, but I don't have all the facts. The one fact I had is
they got the ownership back. How about that? That was a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, I saw a picture. I saw the picture of the family and their spouses, and I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill on that. I'm gonna chill on that.
No, I'm not gonna chill.
Let's not talk about that yet. Let's talk about the first thing. Is for people that don't know what we're talking about, right? So there was a family whose land was taken from them, right?
It was on Venice Beach.
Yeah, it was on Venice Beach out in California, right? And they got the land back, right? The land was given back to them. Now, this is the part that I'm not sure about all the facts, and I don't want to misspeak, but supposedly they couldn't there was tension amongst the family. So once they
Some
got it
family
back,
wanted to sell, some didn't.
yeah. So they said, look, let's just liquidate. And they sold it for somewhere in the $20 million range. Folks out there that I know said that the land itself was worth in the $90 million range. But they sold it. Here's the thing about real estate. And a lot of people don't understand this about real estate. People look at what the value of real estate is. There's different types of value when it comes to real estate. You have market value, which is the probable price that someone will pay for in an open market. Buyer and seller are equally motivated. So that's one value. You have insurable value. You have assessed value. You have liquidation value, right? You have going concern value. There's a lot of different values that apply to real estate. So the 20 million is like a liquidation. This means that they want to get rid of it right away, and let it be done with. So they took a cut, but that's a huge cut. And a lot of the talk that I saw online is this week is about this being a black family and what happens to black wealth overall. And people are calling them sellouts and calling them all kinds of names. And I'm taking the approach. I just want to really get the information, because me and Corey often talk about stop losing granny's house, don't lose family property. But there's context to that. It's a very nuanced conversation, because if you are in a situation where you can't agree with your family who has rightful ownership to the property, sometimes it's best to sell.
Yep.
But also, right, this is why I said it's a very nuanced conversation. It might be best to sell, but it doesn't mean you take that kind of that kind of haircut. You know what I mean? I've seen families that in other cultures, and people do business and wait the right amount of time, who don't like you, who hate each other, but
they want that chicken right.
Again, I don't have all the facts. I don't know just how contentious it was or what was going on with that. But
Thank you
for the question, Don.
I'll tell you this, man. I know they got bad decision making from the rip. And let me tell you how I got bad. They bad decision makers. All of them had European wives. So I could tell they terrible decision makers. So
you gotta say that twice like Umar do. I could tell they had bad decision.
Listen, they're terrible. I knew what their decision making processes was, and how bad it was going to go down. The very second I saw the play, I didn't even have to know it was a contentious and all that. Like Jim talking all of this lyrical, miracle, spiritual. Man, listen,
I could tell.
All right, yeah, they all got European wives. That's all you need to know about that. The end.
Shout out to
and Erica, when I say all, I literally mean everybody in that picture that they showed from that sale had a Euro beast on their arm.
Shout out to Erica, Classy Klein blog. I was speaking to her about this because we might be going to her show to talk about it, but I just want to give her a shout out because I always give her a shout out because she's dope. She said Manhattan Beach. Chastity's in the building. Good evening, Chaz. Thank you for pulling up.
And what's not talked about is the lawyers got to get their cut first.
Yeah. Neil, what's up, Neil?
They sold it for a dub. The realtor and the lawyer going to get their money first.
Hold up. That's the funny thing about a lot of these situations we talk about. Like lawyers get theirs off top.
And the realtor, whoever was the realtor in this deal,
but there's no realtor involved in this. This was
no realtor. So they got lucky they didn't get slapped twice.
Yeah, but it's still more money than they had before. But GC, that's the point I'm making in terms of like some situations you gotta sell for liquidation value. That's just an extreme haircut. But again, I don't know all the facts, and that's why I say sometimes, that's why I say sometimes it is cool to sell Granny's house, because what I don't like to see is people lose property, right? Where you don't have enough money for taxes, maintenance, or whatever it may be, and then you end up losing it for nothing. Something's always better than nothing. They prey on our greed and division. Absolutely. Sometimes they create it. Omar Edine co-repeats. Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta repeat it a couple of times so people know what you're saying. I can tell. Yeah. That's the secret to communication right there, Jamil. And they all look like they smell. Listen, man, I'm just gonna leave this comment up here.
That wasn't my interpretation. I'm
just gonna leave this up here for Vidon, man. Listen, man, I just pray to God. I just listen.
No matter what. Listen, they could have all looked like Hollywood starlets. It's still bad decision making.
Listen, I just pray that my the various group chats I'm in never get leaked because I try to keep good language on here, but in the group chats is where it goes down. Anyway,
Oh man, it
yeah,
goes down in the DMs.
Euro, shout out to Yo Gotti, man, for practicing the secret. But Jamil, I'm gonna leave it up there for you. Tanelia said Corey is wild. I mean, we don't even know what they're going to allocate the capital towards. So I mean, yeah, I get that, GC, but I mean, they could have had more capital to allocate. You know what I mean? Like, again, you got to know it all. You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? I'm telling you, it's all about the repeat, Michelle. You got to repeat what you're saying, man.
Yeah, that it's just dumb.
They could have called the cop Bitcoin on a dip. Listen, man. Stack sats or die trying. That's what we on, man.
Don't put no Disney princess on your damn hip if you're a black dude. Stop making bad decisions stop making bad life decisions.
You got Lance over here dying, man. Listen, man. All I'm gonna say is this, man. Good luck to them folks in their endeavors, but I am going to look a little bit more into it though. Ancestors rolling in their graves, man. Yeah, funny. I think about that. I think about like when I leave all this chicken, I'm sitting over here building and working my ass off for it, man. I'd be mad as hell. Like obviously, there's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. But that's why someone once told me, man, it's not what you leave your kids, it's what you leave in them, right? If you teach them the right way and how to maneuver, then it's a little different. And that's another thing about like the whole adage of stop losing granny's house. Some grannies be leaving properties and assets to kids they know damn well what they're going to do with it. So some of that's granny's fault, right? Like when we say that, we try to blame the folks that leave it, but some of that be granny's fault, yo. Yo, granny, how about granny stop leaving
You know Uncle JJ is a crackhead.
Like, yeah. Come on, man. He's 69. He still lives with you. He been on drugs, and you still leave him. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Listen,
man. I heard
they was leasing it to the city for $450K a year. Keep that deal.
Yeah, I'd have just broke that down amongst the family. We got to break that down.
Put it in a trust and keep leasing it to the city for $450 a year. Infinity. Like, what are they doing?
Dying, man. You got Tay over here laughing at you, bro. But
man, listen, I ain't said. All right, how about this? No, I ain't gonna do that, man. Because I don't want to start. I don't want to start 2023 like that.
Here's what I say, man. I know. So my gamut of black folks that I know is crazy, man. I got people that I love in the door who are crackheads, but I also got some Jack and Jill friends, right? And some of my Jack and Jill well-off friends. And for those who don't know what Jack and Jill is, do your Googles. They come from money and they have like trust where there's an attorney who runs the trust and they have family members that they don't even like, don't speak to, don't spend holidays with.
None of it matters.
But they still living off stuff.
They protect that trust at all costs.
Yeah, they still get their little stipends, even if it's not millions a month, like whatever it may be. Right? Think about this, y'all. What if you had a parent, right, that or a grandparent that
left you a $3,000 a month stipend?
Something simple like that, right? Like a lot of times we talk in these crazy numbers, billions, trillions, millions. But what would having $3,000 a month, right, do for your life, right? Because this is before you do anything that you're doing yourself. That's kind of dope, right? It's only $36,000 a year, but that $36,000 a year that from old work, that's pretty fire.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's what I'm trying to get on right now.
Yeah. See, this is the problem right here, man, with GC, man. He buying more NFTs to sit there and be illiquid.
Hey, listen, man. GC know what he's doing, man, because he be really studying the game. So I'm going to give him credit for that.
Oh no, I'm just messing with him. Like to each his own. I'm
really out there. See, like some people, I would really go Samuel L. Jackson on them because I know they're not doing none of the work that it take to buy half the malarkey that they buy. But I know, you know what I mean? Like
I was laughing at Jay, man. Shout out to Jay who was in our Discord and was breaking down how he plays NFTs now.
What my man buying NFTs in a different way than I ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he be buying the dirt cheap joints, 50 cents a dollar, and just flipping them for like $5, $10, $15. I was like,
my man out here selling water on the corner right now. But he's doing with NFTs though. Yeah, he buying NFTs for $1 and selling them for $5. Yeah, he buy 5 copies for $1 a piece and then sell 4 out of the 5 for $1 and just hold one.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
my
whole.
man is just out
Yeah,
here really selling quarter waters.
that would be hella dope. Yeah, pretty much. That would be. Peace, Jose. Peace. What's up with you? The sartorial guy. No, but one of the things I'm looking at, like, just personally in 2023 is liquidity. And I'm big on liquidity. I told you, Corey, I've been studying for several, like over a decade at this point, trying to figure out the
What's the
mathematical
value of having great liquidity?
value of liquidity. I still haven't figured out that formula, but what I do know is there's a tremendous value on it, which is why it's hard for me to really go, deep into one of those like spaces, because a lot of that is illiquid. And some people say the same thing about real estate, but I have a strategy with real estate that keeps it keep liquid funds even in my bricks, right? For those who want to know more about that, man, join the MDC. Yo, shout out to the MDC, man, because the MDC is growing. We are raising our price, pretty soon this year.
No,
but right now,
tomorrow,
Corey trying to get that thing done ASAP. But that's
I
if you
love
want more
you.
information about the MDC, that's the MDC. Our Discord is picking up, like, so the Discord is growing. And for those who don't know what the MDC is, you get more information, right? The MDC strategy is over 200 and some odd classes. We're approaching, I think it's past 300. I haven't counted recently. Classes on everything. It's a membership group. So once you're in there, you get access to a lot of stuff. Shout out to everybody who's watching now, who's in the MDCs. I know what number you are. Sakina is. I know Dan. I said Day. Dan and Tay are members. So a number of you guys that are here in there, but Chastity actually teaches in the MDC. And the value we getting ready to add to the MDC is going to be crazy. We got a lot of stuff coming that we're working on in the back end, but everything's picking up, and that's pretty dope. The Discord is kind of like we've been playing around with different spaces, but matter of fact, Tay, I think that's what I'm gonna call y'all now. I'm just gonna call y'all Day. Like, I combined y'all names. I portmanteaued y'all names by mistake, but I think I'm gonna do that. Or should it be Tan? Tan or Day? Tan or Day? What you say, Corey?
Tan.
Hey, Tay, what y'all call yourself? Because I know all couples be portmanteauing themselves, man. All y'all do that, and if y'all say y'all don't, y'all lying, yo. Who out there got a spouse or a significant other, and let me know how y'all portmanteau y'all names. I mean, for those who know what portmanteau, you put your name together. So Tay, what y'all go by? Y'all go by Day, or y'all go by Tan? She said no, just Dan and Tay. Come on, man. Y'all portmanteau y'all name. Stop it. Corey, you and your white portmanteau y'all name, don't y'all?
That's funny.
Corey, you and your white Corey, you and your white portmanteau y'all name. What y'all go by?
No, it's
hard. You don't want to say it. You don't want to say it. But
no, I can't, because her name kind of weird. So like, you really can't do it. You know,
can't be like Corjoya or something like that.
No, we can't do that because her name's so weird. It's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like,
you go Corjoya. You get the little Corjoya.
It's not weird, but it's just like she got like a Mexican name, so it's kind of.
You can go with Corjoya. Corjoya works, man. That's what I'm man. That's what y'all are now, man. Y'all Corjoya, man.
She stole my name though. Like, so when we be in professional settings, because we have the same last name, everybody call her Camp, and which drives me nuts because she just got that name. Like, she new to the name.
Yeah. I see none of y'all commenting, man, because y'all don't want to admit that y'all do that. But I know y'all do it, yo. I know y'all do it. Stop playing. Jamil said, what's up with BBBY and PRTY? That's Party City and what is the Bed Bath & Beyond? Happy thinking about the need to look into recession-proof companies. All right, so funny thing is, I was recently at a Bed Bath & Beyond because, someone gave a gift card, but it's empty, yo.
I don't get it.
It's empty. I mean, I get it because they let you use a coupon. You can have a coupon from 6 years ago to let you use it. And they do have a lot of stuff in there. The funny thing is I don't like going in there because every time I go in there, I spend too much money because they got stuff. But it's empty. Almost every retail store I've been to, like in the last year or so, has been empty with the exception of Target and Walmart. They still got the block popping.
They buzzing.
They always
Home Depot too. Home Depot, Target, Walmart, and Home Depot. They be having the block buzzing.
Yeah, Lowe's and Home Depot both be popping. Because sometimes I'll try to go to one to avoid the other because it's so crowded. Then I get over there and like,
the buzz is the same.
How many nails and hammers y'all need, dog? Like, what y'all doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's buzzing every time I go in any one of those four stores.
Target be doing numbers, dog. Like, in The Target downtown, they be going crazy.
The one on City Line Avenue.
Yo, oh my, I don't even go into that one. Dog, that joint is so crazy, I won't even pull in the parking lot. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I work 5 minutes from there, and so when I pull up, like if I leave my job and I start to have a urinary emergency, that's where I go.
Yeah, man. So my bestie is Anthony and Miranda. We call them Mercy. See, I'm telling you, everybody does it, man. Y'all don't want to admit it, man.
No, man.
Corey says, "Wait, did Corey really say she knew to the name?" Yeah, man, that was his name first, man. How would you compare BBBY, PRTY, to HD? Listen,
I have no idea, bro, because I don't shop at those stores, so
but what I'm saying is Home Depot, Walmart, and Lowe's. Like, just look at the numbers. That's very simple. Matter of fact, we could do it while we're here if you want to look at the numbers. Let's see something. Let's do that. Appreciate that. Before I get to that, though, I want to go over what Don said. Don says, I worked at a mall part-time for months. Listen, I've seen it in the past. I'm talking about recently. I don't know how recent this was, Don, but they have a lot of standalone stores. Like the one up like on the main line, it's empty. It's like empty. First of all,
on the main line.
Well, first of all, what mall are you talking about? Because most malls are empty these days.
Yeah.
Dog, I went to the fashion district downtown.
Because it's not really a mall no more. It's more of a...
That shit is a ghost town. There's nothing there. This shit is a ghost town.
Yeah, we went there when we went there recently.
Yeah, we went there too. Yeah, we went there too. But, it was a ghost town then too, though.
Yeah, it was goofy.
Yeah,
that was the... Like, you want to talk about somewhere that was chirping? That spot was absolute chaos. Like,
all right, let's just go right to regular. I was gonna pull up, one of the secret sauce sites, but I'm just gonna go right to Yahoo Finance. All right. So we're looking at Bed Bath & Beyond. Let's look at their financials. How much chicken are they making? I know their earnings per share is negative.
That's the end for me.
Yo. All right, let's see. You said once you see that, you're done?
Yeah.
All right, so their total revenue they make, when you're looking at the last reporting, is what? All right, $7 billion. But then the cost of revenue, right? And that's what you got left after that. So, I mean, they keep it simple, though. These are their operating expenses right here. Their operating income is a negative. Their net non-operating interest income is a negative. Their pre-tax income is a negative.
I'm out.
They don't make money.
Yeah, I can't mess with a.
The bottom line, though, if you go to Yahoo Finance, come back here and look at how much money they make. They don't make money.
And this is a good lesson on how to read an income statement, also.
No, this is I'm really simplifying it because there's a lot of things.
No, I'm just saying it get deeper.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like
the bottom line how to do this.
Yeah, you see the negatives right there, which is why it's $1.31. All right, so now let's juxtapose that to Home Depot and look at their financials, right? First of all,
the numbers look way different.
And this is in a quarter. Yeah, you see how big that number is compared to those? And even, you know what I'm saying? So
they had a positive operating
income. Their pre-tax income in this quarter is bigger than like Bed Bath & Beyond for the entire year, for the entire couple years.
Yeah, they're not even on the same level. They don't play the same game.
All right. What else? What other companies was he comparing it to?
Lowe's. Don't even put Wally World.
I ain't even gonna put Wally's World on there because that's gonna be nutty block. Let's see. I said I'm not gonna do it as I do it.
No, you can just go to the joint on the right hand side to where it says other companies to watch. Go to income statement.
I want them popping back up on my. Oh my God, yo! First of all, Walmart expenses. Who the hell is Walmart's accountant, yo? But just look at their revenue, yo. Look at their revenue. All right, man. So Jamil, to answer your question, and by the way, anything we say here is for informational, educational purposes only, not investment advice. But to answer your question, how would you compare them? I didn't even look at PRTY. I don't really have to. Like,
they're not playing the same game.
just look at the money they make. Look at what their expenses are. Keep it very simple. So he's giving us his holdings: Apple, Bank of America, Home Depot, Coca-Cola, Lowe's, Microsoft, Nike, Square, VU, and WWE. It's a dope portfolio. I mean, obviously everything has ebbs and flows. No one goes downtown anymore. This is true. I mean, not unless you're going down there to handle business, like, with the city government. Outside of that, you know what I mean? But it's interesting. I was talking to someone this week about like a lot of the empty office space in Center City, because a lot of offices are empty because you also have big corporations that now do work from home remotely completely. And what the guy was telling me is they're leasing a lot of space to people for servers. So this is what makes real estate interesting to study, like historically, right? Because the space is always needed, but the need, like what is needed for changes.
Yeah.
But what he was telling me is like you have firms that are buying up floors just for service,
putting computer servers in them, John.
Yeah, because they're putting most of their things in the cloud. They no longer have a need for file storage and things like that, but they have a need to operate in the cloud. So they're still leasing it, but they're leasing it to put servers there. I was like, that's interesting. And by the way, another company y'all may want to look up, not investment advice, but Digital Realty Trust. That's what they do.
Yep.
That's a REIT that specializes in that. The few that are still standing here in VA still doing numbers in white neighborhoods, at least. Okay, I mean it's possible, but they don't. I mean, we just looked at the numbers. They ain't doing enough. They ain't doing enough business.
Yeah, they ain't doing the business. They ain't doing business with them other dudes. Like I said, they playing. They in the same gym, but they not playing the same game.
Jamil, if I say it's like a secret sauce site, them Jones be paid. So I don't even like to give them out to folks because like
you ain't gonna pay to get to see what I see.
I'm not saying you won't, Jamil, but I mean
not
like,
specifically, but the vast majority of people.
The missus is in the building. All right, LaJoya. So Corey wouldn't answer this question for me, so now I gotta ask you, right? I got this theory, LaJoya, that anybody that's a couple, they portmanteau their names, right? They put their names together. So I was telling him from now on, I'm calling you guys Corjoya. All right. And he says y'all don't do that. I'm like, every couple does that. So,
whether you admit
it or not, y'all still Corjoya.
I already told you what she did, man. She stole my last name, bro.
Dog, you gave her her
last name too, but like I said, she new to it. I'm true to it.
Oh, waste management, man. People gonna always be
that is a business that is never going out of business.
Yeah, that's facts. Shout out to Rochelle, also an MDC member. What's up, Rochelle? How are you?
Hey, feel better, Rochelle.
Yeah, get better. What's your bird's eye view of crypto this year? Crypto or Bitcoin? Because I don't care about crypto. It all could burn and go to zero. All right, so Jamil is very transparent. He's telling us what he got. Bitcoin, EWT, Ethereum, Matic, Link, Dot, and Tel. Y'all kept telling people Tel was a piece of ish. Tel's down 84. My overall thought is a lot of projects will disappear, never to be seen again.
Show them the website with all of the damn junk that died.
But there'll be more. There's thousands that have already gone the wayside. There'll be more. A lot of projects. I'm not speaking specifically about your portfolio, but I'm just saying a lot of projects will go away, never to be seen again. The name of that digital real estate REIT, I'll pull it up and show you what I'm talking about. Again, do your own homework, but I'll just give you the name of it. I'll show you the company and what it is per share. And be very transparent that in terms of me having equity in this, but it's Digital Realty Trust Inc. Ticker symbol is DLR. Right now is $101 per share. Right, so that's what it is. Pays a dividend of 4.98%, $4.88 per year. Right, so for every one share of this, you get $4.88 per year. Sounds like a little, but guess what? You could buy as many of these shares as you want to. You literally can buy income. You know what I mean? Buy future income. That's what our hoodies say on our site. Buy future income. Not saying buy this. I'm just saying in general. $4.88 for every share you own. And you still have equity in the company, right? But there we go. It's, DLR. I was talking to Pass today. I was trying to get Pass to give up some of his secret sauce on his M1 pies. Because I was telling him, like, in terms of REITs, I don't generally buy individual REITs. I buy VNQ. Shout out to Don. I know Don will appreciate that one. I buy VNQ. VNQ has Digital Realty Trust in it, Simon Property Group, all the big REITs that you have. And he was like, I could beat the VNQ numbers, which I'm pretty sure Pass can, because Pass is a beast.
He studied the game.
But I was telling Pass though, I was like, here's the thing about it is I'm a very lazy investor. I said, I ain't got to research nothing though. I just buy VNQ and just mind my business.
Let them do the research. That's what I paid them for.
She's known by camping. You know, I Mr. Camp. Well, from now on, y'all are known by together. I'm talking about as a couple. Y'all are Core Joya.
Nah, she put the name down later. Down low.
Y'all Core Joya, man. Y'all Core Joya.
Nope.
Digital Realty Trust. That's it. Oh, she got a different one, though. I like hers better. Cola. Yeah, that's actually better. It's shorter. Right to the point. Cola. Yeah, y'all call Cola. All right, that's y'all portmanteau. The rest of y'all still ain't admitting it, man. Only Chastity gave me a name. The rest of y'all fronting like y'all don't do that, and y'all know damn well y'all do. All right, yeah, but that's Digital Realty Trust right there. I'll show you guys VNQ. You know, we can share our screen, do a little bit of show some of the stuff that we do, Core. Not everything. You got to get the MDC to see that. And by the way, shout out to Jay and Pass, who have a special long-term strategy class coming up in the 19th of January. Is it, Core?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the 19th of January. It's a special class. And for the MDC members, you'll get access to this, like, you know, a week after it's done. It's going to be put in the back office. But this one, a lot of folks are coming live, which will be dope. And they've been working on this literally for months. Like, you see some of Jay's posts that he's putting.
With the
like
research they about to be doing,
they've been researching.
That they've already done is nuts.
And they've been back testing stuff and researching it. But let me go here. This is what I want to show real quick. The ETF is VNQ. Now, something about VNQ, because here's what people don't understand about VNQ. And I laugh at this too, because I watch like finance bloggers and stuff talk about VNQ, and I'm like, they don't even understand what VNQ is, right? VNQ is Vanguard's real estate ETF. It's not a REIT ETF. It's a real estate ETF. Most of the things in here are REITs, but there's some other companies that are like, you know, real estate adjacent that will still fall within this this ETF, right? And that's important to point out, because everyone knows that with a REIT, you know, they have to pay out a majority of their income in dividends. But this is not just REITs, it's a real estate ETF. But I say all that, and I say that, to me, the best REITs there are already in here. Prologis, that's Passage John. Prologis rents to like Amazon, another warehouse space, American Tower Corp. We got Crown Castle, Public Storage, Realty Income, Simon Property. So a lot of the big boys are in here, and you can you know, see just how much is in there. Let's see what else is in here. We'll go to the other page. Yeah. So Corey, you ever did anything with this REIT before? Take a look at it before?
I did. I've always liked VNQ, except for.
So here you go. Digital Realty Trust, Vici Properties, CBRE, Avalon Bay. These are some of the more popular ones, right? And all of them are in here. Equity Residential, right? EQR. EQR is one of my favorite REITs. What does EQR do, right? EQR.
That's the apartment joint.
Founded by Samuel Zell. They rent apartments, right? So a lot of times people want to get into real estate, but they don't want to deal with the day-to-day grind of dealing with tenants and things like that. EQR, they buy apartments. INVH, they buy single-family homes. There they go right here. Invitation Homes, right? So these two right here, INVH and EQR, let's just say you put those in a portfolio. You're investing in like literally single-family homes, EQR, you know, apartments. Boom. Now you got apartments, and you got exposure to apartments and single-family rentals right in your portfolio. And you ain't got to worry about pipes bursting, you know, for those that, you know, care about that. Iron Mountain. So these are some of the biggest REITs, but that's VNQ. Again, not investment advice. It's showing you guys how you can look at these and then break it down from there. Let's get back though. Hey y'all, is this live or this? You talking about this right here? This is we're live right now, by the way, Dawn. If you're asking about this, no, this isn't a replay. We are still here right now, Dawn. Dawn, first and foremost, hope everything is good with you. How are you?
Hello,
It's
hello.
been a minute. You know, I was actually going to shoot you inboxes to check on you, make sure you're good. By the way, I checked on Adrian like that too because we ain't seen Adrian in a long time. She said she good, but she be back soon. What else we got? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while. My fault. Little rock band right there. Also, can you explain why Jerome wants unemployment to go up to ease rates, and why did the markets run up when NFP numbers were up? Was it because of average wages? It's a couple questions right there. But Corey, you want to tackle any of these in terms of unemployment?
I mean, the unemployment need to go up because companies need to shed some of these employees. You see what happens when companies shed employees. That runs it's really about the market, right? And so some of these companies need to shed employees. And the thing about this is that, you know, basically what having high numbers does is it shakes out companies that are goofy. And so a lot of these companies need to die. And so what these high numbers do is shake those companies out. You know what I mean? So the price run up for these is temporary, because as long as he's raising rates, companies like Bed Bath and Beyond and those companies that borrow a lot of money that don't make money are going to suffer. They're going to suffer. So, and if you look at the actual market over the last 20 years, it's like 35 to 40 companies that make up like half of the money that people make in the market. And
That's that to me, that's what's most interesting, right? And I'll simplify, Jamil, like to quote Sean Carter, man, it's only so long fake thugs can pretend. So a lot of this stuff is all like, it's like ideas and thoughts and, perceived value. But at the end of the day, a lot of these companies and a lot of these big companies that people love and have in their portfolio don't make money. Here's what I want y'all to do for those that have a portfolio. Go to Yahoo Finance, put your company in there, look at the financials, see how many of your companies actually make money. You'll be surprised because there's some big name companies that don't make a dollar. You know what I mean?
they out here living on borrowed money, and then borrowed money getting more expensive. So what you think about that happening to them?
That's why it's crazy when I look at companies like Apple and Google. Like they're so well run that these companies be making money, but they got like a stash of billions. They got billions like just sitting in like as a stash, which is crazy, like reserves.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Which is the thing that is difficult to do is that when you talk about personal finance,
yeah.
right? So when things are going well and your job is doing well, you're making money, it's very difficult to stash for the rainy days. But as a company, you got to do that too, right? You know what I mean? You always got money on hand for whatever it may be, research, development. I mean, just to maintain operations. But it's funny how when you look at how a company works, people like to use all kinds of formulas and fancy vocabulary, but it's really the same way
they make money.
It's the same way you run your household, right? You got to have resources and you got to bring in money. It's just that some of these companies don't bring in any money.
Yeah, it's hard to bring it. It's hard to make money, right? If you don't bring in enough money. Like some of these companies don't make money is because they either, you'll look at them over a short period of time where they lose money. It's because they bought something where they did an R&D deal or.
Well, that's why you got to zoom out and look at like, right. So
5 or 10 year, you know what I mean?
Because sometimes you might have a bad quarter or even a bad year, bad couple years, but like overall, right? I was talking to someone about that today. I was telling them how like I remember investing back in the day, and when Enron was going crazy, Enron was going crazy at some point. People always look at the end of Enron, but Enron was going crazy. But while it was going crazy, I remember literally asking folks like, "Well, how do they make money?"
Couldn't tell you.
No one could ever tell me how they made money. And I even had one guy tell me like, who cares? The stock's going up. I'm like, but how do they make money? What are they doing? Because I could never understand it. I mean, come to find out later, they wasn't doing nothing but cooking books. They was making book gumbo. They threw everything in the pot. He was cooking them books like crazy. But that's the first rule of thumb, in my opinion, is like when you buy a company, remember that you're buying equity in a company. And if you're going to buy equity in a company, how is that company making money? Think about it as you were buying a corner store. If you were buying a corner store, wouldn't you want to know whether that corner store makes money?
Yep.
And by the way, Jamil, that's a great question. And I like you said, because was it because of the average wage? That's another thing they played with those reports, right? They'll talk about like people getting jobs and what the job numbers look like. But then if you dig deeper and you figure out what those jobs are, they're like driving Uber. You're like, how is that? That's not a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to be careful with that too.
People created their own job and they taking credit for it.
That blew me away when I did the S&P 500 exercise. How many companies are in the red? Also, something that makes small business owners not feel like failures. If billion-dollar companies struggle to get it right, you don't have to feel so bad about your challenges of business. That's an excellent
That is an excellent point.
That's an excellent point, right? Because COVID exposed a lot of this stuff. But what you're saying is absolutely true, that a lot of things are smoke and mirrors, but also sometimes it's strategic too, right?
What Jay say? Don't make me expose you to them hoes that don't know you.
Oh, okay, we quoting Jay-Z tonight. I see. Okay, let's get that.
Hey man, listen.
You know what I mean? You know,
you said, Jig, I know you well.
I've been running like 12 chickens, working and trying to get that big one. So okay, going into new ventures and growing, also family stuff. Oh man, condolences.
Condolences to you and your family. Condolences.
I've been in the freezer. I mean Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. What up, though?
I'm glad you got the resources to help your mom.
Yeah, pretty much. That's dope. So, what's the S&P 500 exercise? What he meant by that is what we're talking about in terms of looking up companies and seeing who makes money. He's saying that he did the exercise across the S&P 500, and he was shocked that the companies that are in the S&P 500 don't make money. I was looking at Tesla this week, and someone had pointed out something on the data, and I was like, damn. It said that Tesla is more valuable in like the top 3 car companies, and they sell like less than a third of what those companies sell. I was like, hold on. I said, go back again, because I couldn't believe it. Like Toyota, Ford, like they actually are pushing product.
Oh yeah, they outsell. That's why the boy from Ford said Tesla's never going to be. Tesla can't be a car company because they don't sell enough cars. The boy from Ford, he's like, Tesla might be, I believe that Tesla is an energy company because they deal in a lot of different stuff that doesn't have anything to do with cars. Which
it's always interesting to hear like how people talk about it, right?
But the thing about it is,
I've heard you say that before, and I was talking to Tone about it. Tone called it something else. You said, I forgot what Tone called it. Tone called it a something company, but it wasn't a car company. And I was like, yo, they a church.
Basically.
Yeah, so it says this is an old one though. It said it eclipses the market cap of its like top 5 rivals. But I think it's bigger than the top 3 like combined. Yeah, top 5 combined. That's what at the time when it had crossed the trillion, but they don't sell any cars though.
Yeah.
Right? They don't sell any cars, right? So this is based on 2020 data, right? So based on 2020 data at that time, like it says if you base Tesla's valuation on a number of cars that is sold, right? Then Toyota, using that same mathematical formula, will be a $32 trillion company.
Damn.
Yo, Toyota will be the
biggest company in the world times 12.
If you look at the number of cars sold versus their valuation, yo, it said Nissan will be a $1 trillion company. Kia would be worth $34 trillion. Because if you base it based on the cars, that's actually pretty hilarious. All right, there's another one. I think that may have been what Tone said too. It's a data company. I find it funny that like they're $1 trillion or close. They lost the $1 trillion valuation at this point, but they're such a valuable company and no one even knows what they are because everybody calling them something different. All right, another one, tech company that happens to sell vehicles. So tech company. All right, it's Wayne Enterprises. We're gonna find out that Musk is Batman. Tesla's a software company, so we got software data, kind of similar software data.
A lot of their valuation was based off of that $1 million mile battery that they never damn built.
Yo, Sakina's crazy. She said more Tesla cars might be sold now after the incident in Cali with the family surviving that 300 drop fall. Listen, man, I thought you was about to say with them folks getting that 20 million. But Tesla, man, Tesla uses the car they sell to capture the road data that's collected to teach the machine how to drive without a driver. All right, that's a perspective.
Man,
That's a perspective.
Elon Musk is making money for projects that he started building them. And he never finished it. He started building the damn railway from Vegas to Cali. Never finished that shit. He's built supposed to be building a 1,000,000-mile battery. Never finished building it. Like my man
No, I respect him as a grifter. He's the greatest. He's the greatest
like
comment.
my man got all these projects that's supposed to make Tesla more valuable, and he never completed one of them. Not one.
Did you know that Elon didn't even really like create Tesla?
He didn't create it. He bought it from somebody. He stole it.
He didn't create PayPal either. He didn't create Tesla. So listen, I'm not saying that as a shot. I'm saying that to say my guy is like he's the greatest, yo. All right, so Tesla's everywhere in Austin. I saw the Rivian truck yesterday. You in Austin? That's why. Also, you in baby Silicon Valley.
Yeah, she in baby tech world.
Who wants to pay $9,000 for each software update? Is that what they're charging? Is that what that costs?
But I will say we know Tesla's whole value well because we talked to a boy that got a Tesla and he made money off.
His Tesla's worth more now. Yeah. I met a woman who told me the best part on Tesla is that he doesn't have to drive. Neither do I. I call Uber. And I don't got to pay for a $9,000 update. Will Tesla cars be the luxury equivalent of a Benz when Ford, GM, and Stellantis roll out EVs, or will they become obsolete in the automotive space? I don't think they ever become obsolete because, again, they got a church-like following. He stole it, then rewrote the founder's story to include himself. Yeah, that's what everybody said. They say he Ray Kroc Tesla. Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Shout out to him though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't mad. Listen.
I don't want him to kick me off Twitter because I have too much fun over there. But everyone drives a Tesla. What up, Erica? How are you?
That's not true.
Well, it depends on where you're at.
Yeah, she's Erica is in that Austin area too, though.
The car drives itself and she rides. In terms of grift, you put Musk over Ray Kroc?
No. McDonald's is the greatest grift of all time, bro.
Who is?
McDonald's.
I don't know.
That's the greatest grift of all time, bro.
I don't know.
He ran them right up out of a multi-trillion-dollar company, bro.
At the time, it wasn't that though. See, that's the thing about the story, right? When you read the book, right? So the movie portrays it a wild way, but he added value. They had he got their formulas and all that. That's part of it. But without him, they don't become a $1 trillion company because a multi-billion-dollar company. They don't become that because they weren't franchising. They weren't doing anything. Like he created the model. Now I don't know, like
that. No, Elon a treacherous dude.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, right? Like because he's done it multiple times. Like, yo, my dude be like,
I ain't gonna lie, the Facebook story kind of treacherous too. Like,
yeah. I mean, the business is cutthroat.
Yo, speaking of that, Business Wars podcast.
Yeah, man, that's what I tell you, dog. That's that work, right?
That Business Wars podcast.
That's that work.
Is life, bro.
That's what I heard. Each update every 2 years is about $9,000. So you got to pay an update note.
Nice.
RDU, Raleigh Durham area. Yeah, but yeah, them black folks in Raleigh Durham got money though.
Yeah.
It took me years to even ride in one. When I finally rode it, it was the SUV and rode it so nice from passenger POV. Watch the founder that dude was. I actually read the book that movie is based on, but he's treacherous. But I mean, you can't deny the value that he brought. You can't deny the value that he brought. And that's a good point. I'm gonna get to that point in a second too. It says Tesla is starting to lose their appeal. I think growth drops off significantly. I've heard that from a lot of folks. I've heard it from folks that actually are still waiting to get theirs, and maybe it's them because they're upset because they ordered it and they still haven't gotten it yet. But I think that's an interesting point right there. Does it still have the cachet of, because to Erica's point, when so many people also have them, like that wasn't the thing about it though. A couple of years ago, like not too many folks had them. But that real estate thing that pulled away from them. Read Facebook, the inside story. Yeah. I mean, yeah. But again, when you look at the model that they use to become what they've become, the McDonald's brothers wasn't even thinking about doing that. Like they weren't. You gotta. So I get your point about how he did them dirty, in terms of like stealing that part. But you gotta admit that that's why that's a crazy thing. I'm not saying he wasn't shady. He was shady. Oh yeah, Michelle, you would love that podcast. The podcast is called Business Wars, and it's a podcast, and they go over companies that are rivals and how they built their business, and a lot of it had to do with their rivalry, right? So like Coke, Pepsi, even like Facebook, MySpace, they got newer stuff in terms of tech. A lot of the older companies, how they came to be. So it's like a bit, it's like you get a lot of business history lessons, but it's told in a very entertaining way. So shout out to Business Wars. It's probably like one of my top 5 podcasts. There is another car that has antiviral bacterial filtering system. Elon did that in 2016. Gucci versus Louis Vuitton is on there. That's another good one. The McDonald's brothers didn't know what they didn't know. I mean, that was a good one. They only missed the delivery count by 10K, allegedly.
Right.
Where I work in White Plains, I see Tesla multiple times a day throughout the day. I'm currently looking for a used one. I would say, yeah, you about to cop one too?
Yeah.
But
the thing about it is, a used one gonna cost you just as much as the real new one.
The values are crazy. Listen, we ain't gonna be here too much longer, man. So I do want to say this though. I want to say first and foremost, thank you guys for all the support. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. Follow us on all social medias at By the Hood. But I just want to say thanks for all the support. Our podcast, we're gonna rep that back up. We're working on creating some episodes now. We took some weeks off for the holidays. We took a little holiday break, but 2023 is here. We're about to get that cranking now. So probably won't be one this week, but we're working on creating batching a bunch of content together to re-release the podcast. So we got a lot of great guests that I've spoken to that'll be on as well. So look forward to that. Again, our YouTube channel, we still got content coming out all the time. So make sure you're on there as well. Let me see. Jamilda said something I want to get to. Yeah. Oh, Lorraine said facts. Used Teslas are 100K. They hold their value, so give them that. Yeah. That MySpace story is crazy. Everybody juxtaposes Tom to Zuck while they were totally different business models. Yeah, but anyway, man. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. We're getting ready to give away our Bitcoin as we do every Friday. For those who don't know, we give away Bitcoin, Satoshis. We give away 150,000 Satoshis, close to it, about 147,000. I checked before we came on. If you want to be put in our giveaway, do me a favor, put a 1 in the chat. If you put a 1 in the chat, the way this works for those that may have never seen our giveaway, I'm pretty sure you have. We do a random drawing. If you win, we will send you got to have a cash tag. We will send you the Bitcoin this evening. Make sure to tell a friend that we do this every Friday because our objective is to kind of orange pill and bring more people into the Bitcoin ecosystem. Hopefully help you guys build Bitcoin portfolios. But so just want to say thank you guys though. 2023 is about to be amazing. Shout out to everybody in our NDC group because you guys will be shocked. Like we got guest professors that we're working with now coming on. I'm going to a meeting tomorrow with a bunch of like heavy hitters in real estate. I ain't even gonna name no names. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna post the pictures to IG, that's all. So you'll see a lot of folks coming behind the MDC to do classes, and that's gonna be very powerful. With that being said, let me get the wheel up, Core, so we can get this thing going. All right, let's see. So don't forget to put the ones up. And let's get to it. All right, let me share my screen. Wheel of names. All right, Corey, we got to go back to the top and take it from the top and let me know what's popping. Yo, by the way, any of y'all watch that? I know everybody knows the story already. That Bernie Madoff doc on Netflix. All right, so everybody knows the story. Everybody knows the story, but they dig like deep into the story of what he was doing, how he was doing it, how he got caught, the whole 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's the number 1 scammer of all time, yo.
Over your boy?
Over everybody, bro.
over your boy, over the one you showed me, the boy that got caught with 37 million in cash.
Yes, he got him beat.
Oh, Bernie was that boy, huh?
Bernie was number dog. Bernie ran his company and his fund for 30 years, never made a trade. He literally never made a trade. He never made a trade. Like but he scammed so well that he was like the head of NASDAQ.
Oh damn.
He never made a trade.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, now let's start with Mark.
Mark's the first one. All right, let me get back to the beginning. All right, hold up. Mark, you said Mark. You going from the bottom or you going from the top?
That's Nile is Mark. That's Mark. That's his son. He got his son profile.
Oh yeah. Where you? Matter of fact, I'm saying. So where you been, Mark? Like where you been, bro? Everything good? You cool? You cool, man? Making sure you cool. So let's put Mark in here.
Lorraine. Michelle. LaJoya.
Hold up. Go ahead. What else?
Man, get out of here, man. Get that nut ass name down, man.
That's your name, bro. I don't care. What up?
Tay. Dawn O. Samuel Kiru. Sakina Gibbs. Chastity. Rock Noxious. Tay put one up for Dan.
Dan. Okay.
Jose. Jovan. Cookie.
Let me make sure I spell Jovan's name right because I don't want to disrespect nobody. I'm probably spelling a lot of people's name wrong.
It's Joevon.
Oh, Joevon. Let me figure. I put rocks. Let me put rock.
Rock Noxious.
Joveon. Is that what you said?
Yeah. No. Yeah, you still spelled it wrong.
What is it? Jov what?
Joevon.
Von. I got you. All right. What else?
Cookie. Jamil.
What else? In my Red Cafe voice. What else?
Cheating ass Don. Cheating ass V Don. Mark said he ain't on Facebook or IG no more.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna chill my comment, man. I'm gonna text you, Mark. I'm gonna text you. When people jump off everything, man, that means one of like three things. But I'm gonna text you, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna text you, dog. I'm gonna text you, dog. I'm gonna show on Friday.
Tweet talk. Tweet talk.
Yo, he said he need you to drop them, Keith. Yo, man, pray for Keith Murray, man. Matter of fact, two things. I need y'all to pray for Keith Murray and y'all to defund Keith Murray. Because he's doing too much right now, y'all. He's doing too much, yo. He's going around all these various platforms getting interviewed saying the wildest things.
I mean, what's crazy is I believe 90% of it.
Yo, Jeffrey Picault with Stone Cold. Oh, so yo, Lance, you saw it then. Yo, he was a gangster, yo. I'm glad I ain't the only one that saw it now. All right, yeah. Right in Big Joe to make it easier. All right, let's see. The only other place I've been doing was fifth grade when I was in class with two other Dons in the class. Tweet Talk, what's up with you, good brother? How are you, man? Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you. Yo, Murray trying to get his Kanye. I don't know what he doing, yo. He is wilding.
Yeah, he wild. He wild out, man.
I guess he saw Boosie and them doing them interviews and getting paid, and he ain't want to
Yeah, man. Listen, ever since they kicked Boosie off of IG, Boosie been wilding too.
Not like Murray though. I guess Murray said I got some stories. Cloud is
no. He watching the boy. What's the boy? Charleston
White.
Yeah, he out here. He doing the Charleston White, man.
No, but he's like acting out his stories, man. Like Cloud is currency. Cloud is also a drug, yo. He's on a couple different drugs. Okay, all right, Michelle. Don't say you ain't been warned, bro.
Yeah, he wild out, dude. He
appreciate that.
He on some goofy sucker stuff right now.
All right, man. So we about to do our giveaway. Remember, all you have to do is let me know that you're still here. If your name, the interview about Shauna. You see the joint he did about I'm not gonna call her out of her name, Corinne Steffens. The one he did about Corinne Steffens, yo, or the one he did about Foxy Brown. Like,
yeah,
you take your pick. But the one he did about Corinne Steffens, he was wilding. Yeah, we definitely got to pray for DeMar, yo. That was a scary situation, man. Prayers up to that brother, man. Prayers up to that brother, man.
Word is they took the tubes out and he breathing on his own today.
Oh man, that's dope, man. Prayers up for that, man. Watching that like really had me shook, man. And so yeah, man. All right. He said you ain't see those? Yeah, go check those out. We about to get once we get off here, go check those out right on YouTube. And you'll see how Keith Murray is wilding, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to Corinne Steffens. All right. So here's the thing. If you win, let us know you're still here. Then inbox By the Hood, inbox myself, or inbox Corey, and we will get this to you ASAP.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, good luck to everybody. Let's do our first winner. Remember, we're doing this 2 people. Each person wins 25. Let's get to it. Who starts off the year?
Rock Noxious.
With the W. Listen, shoot us a message. Inbox myself on Facebook. I'm at JW the Blueprint on everything, on Corey. Inbox By the Hood. We'll get it to you. ASAP Rocky. And here's the last one. Good luck to everybody. Again, before we get out of here, though, we want to say we appreciate all y'all. Thank you so much. The support is crazy. And, just look forward to an amazing 2023. We're going to have fun. We're still going to do these giveaways every Friday. Create content, and also continue to build with our community, man. Make sure you get in the MDC if you're not, so you can get in that Discord, man, because the Discord is where it's at.
Chirping.
Yeah, man. I'm about to create a whole genre on the Discord just for my memes, man. I'm about to go crazy with the memes though. But let's get it though. Shout out to those that like the meme I dropped today. Go to By the Hood to see the meme I dropped today with Trey Songz. But anyway, let's get it. Good luck, everybody.
Hold up, stop. What's up, Chaz? You never took Rock off the wheel.
You know what? Here's what I'll do then. Let's give away 3.
Okay, we can do that.
So, Chaz, I'm not going to take yours from you, but he is right. I didn't take Rock off. So we're going to do one more. 3 people going to win 25 because that was my fault for running my mouth. But 3 people will win 25 this evening. You know what I'm saying? We're going to start the new year off. Let's start the new year off like that. Let's start off that way, Corey. Give an extra one away.
Why not?
All right, let's get it. Let's get
love
it.
Love is love.
So, Chaz, I know you family. I know we talk. I still need you to shoot me a message because I will forget once I get off here. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bust me a mean Chipotle grub that I saw on TikTok. Yes, I got the Chipotle grub from TikTok. If y'all don't know what I mean, go to TikTok and look up Chipotle and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, I mean. So anyway, and follow me on TikTok too, JW the Blueprint, and follow By the Hood on TikTok. Yes, we are on TikTok. And all right, so the By the Hood page on TikTok, I think we had about like a little over 12,000 followers. If we get to 15,000 followers, Corey is going to do a dance. So we're trying to get to 15,000 followers on our By the Hood TikTok. So Corey can do a dance on our TikTok. Right now, it's just finance information. When we get to 15,000, Corey's going to do a dance.
Jim volunteered me for shit that he won't do. He out here volunteering me for things that he won't do. We ain't doing that.
So we about to do one more, man.
I'll do it. All right, how about this? I'll do it on February 33rd.
So far we got Chastity and Rock. We got one more. Let's see who this is. Mache, my brother Mache, man. Mache, and for those who don't know, man, get with Mache. Mache got all the dope book recommendations, man. He's never let me wrong. Mache be out here in these Audible streets. Mache, you need an Audible podcast, Mache. Side note,
my man, he the silky voice behind a lot of them books.
Mache, side note, I actually had a podcast at one point that was about audiobooks. And if y'all don't believe me, we did like 3 or 4 episodes. It was called, as a matter of fact, we did 3 or 4 episodes. I actually have an episode that we did that I never posted. The podcast was called The Listening. It's a play on words, right? It's like, you know what I mean? Like read and listen. That's another portmanteau. The Listening. So look up The Listening, and we did like 3 episodes. We broke down audiobooks. But, you know, that's a whole side thing. But look up The Listening. Anyway, shout out to all the winners. Make sure to shoot me a message. And I'll get it to you right away. Rock, Chastity, and Michelle. Everybody else, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. For those that are in the MDC, remember our Sunday class now only streams to the MDC. It's not that we don't love the rest of y'all. It's just that bottom line is the folks in the MDC pay money, and we're providing our the most content and quality we can to them. That's our paid membership group. MDCstrategy.com. So our Sunday class will be there at noon. And shout out to everybody in the MDC that made money with us this week, because that play we had all the plays went off. Corey's play went crazy. Corey had M-phase. Corey caught an M-phase put at what? Two.
It was at basically 270.
It was at 270. Corey caught a put on it. That thing is at 230 at the close of the day. So shout out to anybody that got in on that. The other play that we hit this week that we all hit on, everybody that played it, which was the play of the week, that actually cashed out today. So shout out to everybody. That was Crocs, by the way. So I think I made like $600 on that play. I'm gonna take a little bit of that bread and I'm gonna buy a pair of Crocs. You know what I'm saying? Just because Corey hates them.
Yo,
but again,
stay buying trash items, yo.
I buy things to troll people, man. Life is good, man. Remember me, y'all, man. Have fun in 2023. Make sure y'all laugh, man. It's all about laughter, man.
How about that?
All right, man. Love y'all. For yours in MDC, we'll see you Sunday. For everybody else, we'll be back here next Friday. We appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good evening. Please stay safe out there, y'all. Peace.